Alright, this is number 5 on your word problems review, that pink packet. So the problem states Thomas Recreation Incorporation wants to build a rectangular pool with the top of the pool having a surface area of 1,000 feet. The pool is required to have a uniform width of 2 feet surrounding it. Let x be the length of the pool. Then part A says express the area of the plot of land needed for the pool and surrounding sidewalk as a function of x. So what that means is come up with an equation that tells us the amount of area we need for the pool and the uniform width of 2 feet surrounding it. So first thing I always try to do is draw a picture. So I know it's a rectangular pool. When it says a surface area, the top of the pool having the surface area, that just means how much it would take up. It couldn't say the surface area of the pool because pools have depth and then you'd have to think about the sides. So it just means this plot of land that it would take up is 1,000 feet squared. Okay? Then the pool is required to have a uniform width. Uniform means it needs to be the same all around it, and a width of 2. So that means it's going to have like a border or a sidewalk going all the way around the pool. That's 2 feet every which way. So every way you look, it's 2 feet. Okay? Then we want to find the area of this entire thing, the pool and the sidewalk. And we know x is the length of the pool. So if this is my length of my pool, that's x. Well, because we know the pool itself is 1,000 feet, we can figure out what this side is in terms of x. So let's think about this. If x was 10, this would have to be 100. Okay? If this was 1,000, this would have to be 1. How we do it is we do take our area, since area is length times width. To find my width, since I know my length, I'd take my area divided by my length. So this side would be 1,000 divided by x. Now I want the area of the whole pool. Well, remember, area is equal to length times width. So I need my length and I need my width. Well, my length is made up of 3 different parts. It's made up of this 2-foot section, this length, which we call x, and this 2-foot section. So it's literally 2 feet plus x feet plus 2 feet. So my length is equal to, well, 2 plus 2 is 4, so my length is equal to 4 plus x. Then I'm going to times that by my width. My width, again, is made up of 3 sections. This part, which is 2 feet. This part, which is 1,000 over x. I'm going to add that to it. And then this part, which is also 2. So then my second part of this equation is 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 1,000 divided by x. So that's all the first part, part A, wanted you to do, was come up with the equation. Okay? Then part B said to find the least amount of area needed. And I have to apologize, I forgot my graphing calculator today. But all you'd have to do is you'd have to type this into your y equals. And then find your minimum. And you have to remember, we don't want when x is negative because x is the length. So we kind of have to think about our window here. So our x minimum, since we're dealing with length, we don't want any negative numbers because you can't have negative 10 feet or negative 20 feet. So my minimum could be 0. And really the most this could ever be is 1,000. So we could make our x max 1,000 if we wanted. Our y, well, you plug in your x and you get your y. Well, when you plug in x, you get your area. So the least amount of area, again, it could possibly even be is 0 feet. Like, it can't have a negative area. The most, I know it has to be bigger than 1,000 feet because the pool's already 1,000 feet. So you can just kind of estimate anything bigger than 1,000. I'm going to go with 2,000. So that would be a good window to look at. When you graph it, it'll look something like this. And you want to find that minimum. It'll give you an x value, and it'll give you a y value. That y value, remember when we plugged in x, we got our area out. So the y value will be your least area. This x value will use it to help get your dimensions. Your dimensions are what is your length and what is your width. So you plug it back x in to get your length and your width. And that's how you do number 5.